Welcome back everyone. It is white to move and win, so you can pause the video to find the answer on your own. Okay, so these two pawns for us are pushing like this, but the queen is stopping both. And also black has this pawn pushing like this. There's no way to win this except to make a queen. So how can we make a queen? This push is not possible because the bishop would be defending if we move the king. So some people here make the mistake of thinking, okay, we just have to move the king, we just move it like, for example, king c5, king c6, and after we promote, the queen has to take, we take back, and we promote. But there's a problem. The problem is that black will never leave us alone. We play king c6, queen f6, we cannot run away from the checks. It's going to be very annoying. And we have to keep protecting this, and it's going to be a draw because of repeated checks. So it's not moving the king. So how are we supposed to push this pawn? Well, we wait. We make a really cool move, and that is called, a tactical deflection. Bishop to c3. We are deflecting the queen away from defending that square on d8. So for example, if he takes, we can make queen, the queen has to block, and then we make another queen, takes, that's going to be checkmate, right? So after bishop to c3, black will play, of course, not takes, and cannot take this pawn because this pawn will promote. Queen d8 check, threatening to win the pawn and checking the king. Now in this position, there's only one move that wins. We don't actually go king c6 because queen c7, the king moves anywhere else, it doesn't matter, and queen takes d7, check, lose the second pawn, the pawn is pushing, and we are completely losing this. So we have to go king to a6. Now what? Well, what are we threatening right now? We're threatening to make a queen. So let's say, for example, he pushed a pawn. First of all, we have a check. If the king went here, we make a queen. Queen takes, we take, they push, and that's a queen, right? So black does not have time to create some counterplay. Black's only move is to go here and take this pawn. Queen takes d7. Okay, now, because most of you saw, okay, now we can promote this pawn, so we should do it, right? But this is actually not winning anymore. Queen here is bad because black can block with a check. That is the problem. And we have to take it, and the bishop will stop his pawn, but that's obviously a draw. So after bishop c3, queen check, king a6, queen takes d7, before we make the queen, we have to play this check. Now you're going to see why. If black went here to the corner, that's obviously winning. We promote a queen, the king cannot move, he needs to sacrifice, and that's checkmate. So now after this check, we're forcing black to go here. Now we can make the queen without him blocking with the check and trading the queens off, right? Promote to a queen, black king cannot move, he's forced to block. Okay. Now, the idea here that we need to get the checkmate somehow, and that is to play, if the queen was here, you can see how it's going to be a checkmate. But we need to put the queen there on b7. So we play queen h7, very simple idea, queen b7 checkmate. Queen to d7, blocking this. Now, we cannot, if we went back, it's just going to be repeated moves, we're going to have a draw. We play queen g8, right? The king still cannot move. Queen here, and we play queen e6. It's just a series of checks because it's made like in over like 10 moves. Black, of course, cannot move. He needs to block. Queen c4 check. Only move is to move the king, otherwise get checkmated. King d6, king d8. Check on f6 with the bishop. If the king went here, that is checkmate in one. And if he blocked, take, queen check, king moves somewhere. We take this, get the king close, and win this endgame. Thank you for watching.